put it on me in Baddhakonasana. I want to show the length of the femur. So you'll have to stand up and show.
Okay.
If I lie down, right, my knees don't go to the floor. The attempt to take it to the floor, in fact, is not correct. With my heels joined together, I want to lengthen the femur. So what I do is, I stabilize my right foot. I don't let this move. I take my hand on the left and push this knee back. You see that? Okay. This is the normal position when I'm not pushing the leg. I want to lengthen that femur. And then I stop that and I do this, the other side, lengthen the femur. Then I want to try to do it without using my hand. I resist with my right heel. I resist the left heel. And I keep moving this knee more and more away from the wall. And I stay here for 30,000 minutes, hours, days. Don't do this in your bed. Lie down on a good floor and keep moving this. When I first move it like that, there is a resistance inside. So I wait here. When the resistance releases, I slowly push it a little further, and then a little further, and then a little further, and then a little further. Don't separate the heels as you do that. If your Achilles tendon is too tight and your heels don't come together, then take another block. Hold the block between your heels. The heels must stay in contact. That's what gives the bone action here. Lie down, everybody. Do it. And come and watch. Andrea, would you please lie down here? And this, same pose. Drop this knee. Heel, put it against here. If the heel doesn't quite reach to the thigh, to the opposite thigh, take a block and put it there. All right, so I don't know if you can quite see. She has bent her left knee. Left leg is in the pose that you were doing just now. I sit here. I support that ankle, her left ankle with my foot, and I drag this up. Even I find this cloth is slippery, so I can take a belt and drag it down. I take a sticky mat and then again, if I do this, she wants to take me home. The more she gets the feeling of lengthening the femur this way, the more she should find the effect goes right through the abdominal area up into the chest. And later, it should go right to the ear. If I do this with her, when I release, I should not let go suddenly. Little by little, I let go. Takes me good 20, 30 seconds to release. So if you help each other or somebody helps you, see that you're not yanking around. You create the stretch, hold it for maybe 30, 40 seconds, slowly let go. But for that, you obviously need another person to help. You can ask your spouse to help, but be careful. If the spouse doesn't practice yoga, they don't have the sensitivity to help correctly. All right. Any other question or answers? Do the same thing standing up. By that I mean, I stand near the wall support, so I'm not concerned about balance. I go to Vrksasana and I keep dropping this. Not as effective as when I'm lying down. But as I drop this, the foot moves my femur the opposite way. With this femur, I have to resist strong. And that's why a wall is a good idea, because my shoulders are on the wall and I can keep working on this leg. What is it I have to do? With my left heel, I'm pushing the right femur to the right. With the femur, I'm resisting and I'm making this longer and longer and longer. If you do this in a corner of a room, where the two walls come together, you can make this even more effective, where I don't need to use this. If this is the other wall, I bend this knee, drop this little lower down, drop this knee into it, and then push into it. Vrksasana, first side. In Vrksasana, you do not want to hold this for more than 3 minutes, even less perhaps. The reason is there is, through the inside of the leg goes the femoral artery. You don't want to cut the circulation off from that artery for any length of period. Cutting it off for about a minute or two won't matter much, but don't go beyond 3 minutes. So yeah, push this towards the instruction you often hear me give in Baddha Konasana. Make the thigh longer, make the lower leg shorter. So as you are pushing in this case, Andrea, with the right femur lying the knee, it tends to push the left femur to the left, resist the left femur back. Combine that action. And release. Go to the second side.
Ramanand, Patrick, question.
Yes, Patrick.
When doing it in a corner, like you suggested, so left leg standing, right leg bent, right knee into the corner, into the wall, and
Not
then
into the corner, into the opposite wall.
into the opposite wall, right? And then straighten the left leg. It feels as if the right buttock is tucked when that happens. Is that the correct action?
It would be good if it is tucking, yes. The problem is it untucks.
Great, thank you.
And although you might see, stories of yogis standing like this for a long, long, long time, don't do that. You can repeat each side several times, but at a time, do not hold one side for 3 minutes or longer. If you are doing it in the corner of the room, you are standing against one wall. Your knee is on the other wall at right angles. Don't take that knee back into the corner. It will stay away from the corner. Don't purposely move it away from the corner, but don't attempt to force it into the corner. If you do, you will untuck the left half of the pelvis there. Not a good idea.